So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it is Q&A Sunday time. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. So we are back today to answer those all-important questions. So be sure to submit some more over at officialtruebrits.com. There is a Q&A Sunday big sort of thumbnail there. You guys can submit them from there. So we're probably going to have some PES gameplay in the background today. I thought I'd go back to the roots. I don't know, I've been putting out different gameplay on Sundays. You know, I put Plants vs Zombies out and Drive Club, but I don't know, I think you guys probably prefer watching football, seeing as it's a football related channel. So I'll probably have some PC gameplay of Barcelona, Real Madrid or something. Make it around a 10-minute matchup. So we're going to sort of trim it down a little bit today and see how we get on. So anyway, first question is from Major Stan. He says, "Hi man, love your vids. What was your favourite game as a child to play? Greetings from Greece." Well, greetings from Florida. Yes, I do live in Florida, for those of you that are wondering. I was born in England and then I moved over here when I was 16. So I do still have that British accent, but I live in Florida. So yes, I'm British. I'm also half Italian, so sort of half and half. Anyway, favourite game as a child. You know, I've always been a huge fan of the Sonic games. I love playing them back on the Sega Genesis. You know, Sonic 1 was my absolute favourite game. I mean, I loved it. The problem was back then, of course, there was no way of saving. So you do 3 or 4 or 5 levels, and then as soon as you turn it off, you got to redo them all again, which was a bit of a shame. I also loved like Street Fighter on the Sega as well. On the N64, I loved Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know if you guys remember that game with the little bird and the and Banjo himself. That was a phenomenal game. Super Mario 64 was an absolute classic. On the PS3, Time Splitters, Future Perfect, phenomenal game. Love that game. I mean, it was a community-based game where it was so small online on PS2. Oh no, it was on PS2, not PS3. Sorry, on PS2, it was so community-based driven that everyone knew each other online. So absolutely love those types of games. Let me know in the comments, you know, some classic games that you guys used to love when you were growing up. Okay, next up from Wonar Ugmi, I think that's how you pronounce it, not sure. He says, 1 hour of Zidane or Ronaldinho or Lionel Messi. Ooh, well, I'm guessing you're saying 1 hour of football time with them. That's a tough one. I mean, Zidane, he's probably a little bit of a cheeky character. He'll be a good laugh. Ronaldinho, obviously, if you want to learn a few tricks, you would go to him. Lionel Messi, I would love to sort of have a race with him. I don't know, something sort of close control. Really want to see how good Lionel Messi's control is. I know it's outstanding, but to see it in person, I think would be fantastic. I'll probably take 20 minutes of each, if I'm being fair. You know, Zidane can be sort of showing me some moves and, you know, like I said, he's probably a bit of a cheeky character, showing off and whatnot. Ronaldinho, all the moves, all the skills, and then Messi just sort of playing around with him. Not in a perverted way, but playing around with him with the ball and seeing really how good he is, because I know he's pretty darn quick. Alright, next up from Future Shock says, what do you think of the knuckleball shots on PES? Are they too hard? And should FIFA also have these shots? Cheers, been a fan for a long time. Well, thank you very much. They are pretty hard. I mean, they don't always go in, you know, and only certain players will have them, like Ronaldo, you know, and players like that. I mean, I think they're alright. I think it would be nice if FIFA did incorporate some sort of knuckleball shot. I think PES do a better job than FIFA do, especially when it comes to sort of free kicks. I know the free kicks on FIFA with Ronaldo, I don't know, they sort of look weird to me. They don't quite look right, the way he hits the ball. But I think they're okay. I don't think they're too bad. We can always sort of get away with it. And I think they're fine, to sum it up. Sorry, I'm trying to look for the next question. Anyway, good question there. Alright, next up from Chief Keith says, what do you think about the current state of Master League in PES? Should it be improved? How? Cheerio. Your commentaries always have been great. Thank you very much. Yeah, it needs to be improved a hell of a lot, to be fair. And that's probably why the reason why, I don't know, I'm sort of playing the FIFA career more at the moment than Master League, because on FIFA I can sit down and I can, you know, you guys saw the transfer windows, sat there and I played around with it for hours trying to look up new players and buy new players and scout players and sell players. Master League, you just can't do that. You know, you've got no time window. You have to do it on specific days. You can't stop it in between. The UI is bland and boring. And apart from, you know, if the gameplay wasn't good, I don't think anyone would really play Master League. A lot of people are playing My Club now. So I think this year, I mean, they have to sit down and they have to revamp Master League completely. And I'm not just talking about the UI being changed slightly, which it wasn't. They promised it was going to be changed, and it wasn't from last year. Just My Club was. They need to incorporate a better transfer system. Just improve it way, way more. There's not enough depth. There's not enough way of seeing stats. You can't, you know, apart from seeing top goal scorer and top assists, what else do you really have? There's nothing there. It's just boring. So yeah, Master League needs to be improved massively next year, and so does Become a Legend. But I'd rather they would focus on Master League first, and then next year maybe sort out Become a Legend. Alright, next up from Steven Samir says, what graphics program are you using to make your PES 2015 graphics on PC look great like that? Well, I did release a video for that. Check it out. SweetFX does the job. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm not sure how powerful your computer has to be to run it. I mean, I have now 16 gig of RAM. I mean, I've only got an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 850M. It's not a powerful graphics card. It's decent. But I have got an Intel Core i7. So, I mean, my laptop's capable of running it pretty smoothly on the highest settings. So, yeah, it's SweetFX, and check out the video over on my channel. Okay, next up from Ahmed Youssef. I'm not sure what he means here, but it says, when are you going to play football? I mean, are we talking about real? I mean, I play football every week, so I'm not quite sure what you meant there. Let me know, and I'll answer it in the comments. Okay, Jay Beastie says, do you think Manchester United can make it in the top 3? And by the way, I'm a United fan as well. I think it's going to be tough. You know, they've got to start playing better than they are playing. Switching formations, we've talked about this many, many times, would solve that problem. But I think they can make top 3. I don't think, you know, second still is a possibility. I mean, Man City, you know, lost to Arsenal. I mean, Chelsea is sort of pushing away a little bit. I think it's going to possibly be Chelsea, you know, and Man City that are going to be title sort of chasing for the title. But I think Man United can get up there. They can get 3rd, definitely 4th. Southampton, as well as they're playing, I don't think they're going to be able to sustain it, you know, coming up to March and stuff. But we'll have to see. I mean, I hope and pray they have to get 4th because we need Champions League football next year. But yeah, we can do it. We can do it. Alright, next up from Vid Soik says, are you watching the World Handball Championship in Qatar? No, I'm not, unfortunately. You know, football really is the only sport I kind of watch. Handball's kind of fun to watch, though, I have to say. It's very interesting the way they play that game. I don't know who came up with it, picking a ball up and sort of chucking at each other, but it's good fun to watch, but no, I'm not watching it. Okay, next up from Sydney Okafor says, who is the greatest Premier League player ever? I don't know, you'd probably have to say Ronaldo, wouldn't you? To be honest with you, just because Cristiano Ronaldo sort of went to Manchester United. He got World Player of the Year whilst he was playing in the Premier League, which I don't know if, I mean, how many players have won World Premier League, how many players have won the World Player of the Year in the Premiership? I don't think there has really been anyone apart from Ronaldo. He went to Man United and he won the treble. I mean, he won everything with them. So I would probably say Cristiano Ronaldo is up there as the greatest Premier League player ever. It would be nice to see him back there, definitely, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. Alright, next up from, if we can scroll through, Jason Amoa says, do you think that FIFA should add the tactic thing in PES where you can change formation between defence and attack for more fluidity? Yes, absolutely, because FIFA and me, as much as FIFA has the animations and all that, still the teams play too boring for my liking. There's not enough customization. They've added more things this year. You can sort of change how players play. You can say and tell them to stay forward or free roam, but it's not enough. They do sort of need to add that extra level of depth that PES has added this year. It's sort of a two-way street, isn't it? FIFA needs better gameplay and teams to play better, and PES needs more animations. Both, basically, each game needs what the other game has. So, if they combined, it would be great, but I don't think it would work out. But yeah, they definitely do need to add it. The next one up from Isaac Dick, nice name, says, do you think Dortmund will get relegated this season. Well, they're not doing too bad, or not too bad. They're not doing too great. I haven't looked recently where they are in the table. I know they're down the bottom, but I think they're going to stay up. I mean, they're too good of a team to be getting relegated, especially, you know, they're in the Champions League. They've already qualified for the next round, so I think when they get in the Champions League, it will probably up their game a little bit, and then, you know, the manager will get them playing a little bit better. So I definitely don't think they're going to get relegated. They've got to stay up. Definitely. Okay, and the last question for today, I wanted to keep this short and sweet. This is from Vargos T. It says, what's your favourite movie? There's quite a cut. Yeah, there's a few, aren't there? Favourite movies. I mean, I've always loved True Lies. I don't know if you guys have seen that with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get down. Yeah, I love the True Lies. It's a great movie. What else do we have? The In-Betweeners. Loved the In-Betweeners. Always a good laugh. Can't beat that kind of comedy. I've liked comedy movies. American Pie, In-Betweeners, Road Trip. Those kind of movies. And then good action movies. James Bond's. I love Skyfall. That was great. Like I said, True Lies was phenomenal. American Sniper, just watched that as well. That was a cracking movie. So those are kind of my favourite movies. Anyway, that is all we're going to have time for this week. I wanted to keep this video shorter so you guys could maybe watch the whole thing. Hopefully we'll have some good gameplay in the background. Submit some more questions for next week. Have a great Sunday, and until next time, take care.